the pretty girl there from Iceland. She's got the bag. So it's $5. $5 to the Joy. Well, half goes to the Joy Fund, half goes to your pocket, and or it goes or whatever. Yeah, and the Joy Fund is Joey O'Donnell. He was he died like whatever, but he was a great kid, and the O'Donnell Fund helps with people in Massachusetts with cystic fibrosis, just for your run-of-the-mill kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm the emotional one. I'm gonna cry a lot right now. Stop pause. This is great. We're talking about. Hey, so it takes a village. It takes a village, and you guys are quite a village. Let's hear it for everybody here. Village. Speech, right, guys? So, I want to thank everyone for making it tonight. It's so special. It's all a miracle we're all here, but it's more of a miracle that I'm here. So, I know it's a long weekend and everyone's busy, and I get it. But to make it up here like the Barbudos, right, all the way from South Carolina, to here for them 1,000 miles. Jack Manchester right here, and my Pennsylvania cousins who I bug all the time, right? They all made it up, so. And my Aunt Peggy from New Hampshire, so everyone made it, that's a great thing. Hingham Light is representing right back there. Hey, Al, I love you, Al Parnell. And and my family in-laws. So I want to thank my brothers and sisters, especially my sisters, because my brothers are bums. We'll get into that later. But no, they really did a lot of work. Matt's wife, Jill, she got the ball rolling about 5 months ago, renting this lovely hall. So when I was a little baby, I had a cough, and this is where I got emotional. I get it from my mom, which Mom, thank you so much, right? Yeah, I got this money. So, 1972, I was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. So in 72, they had a great definition of CF, and that was about it. They didn't really have anything to treat it with, and they didn't know what they were doing. So the average age or the life expectancy was 10 years old. So a bummer for my mom and dad here. So they were also bummed when they heard, like, okay, so you've got one kid with CF, you've got 7 kids. So odds are you got 3 or 4, maybe even 5 with cystic fibrosis. But Mr. Lucky here is the only one. So Mr. Lucky. So I was talking to my brothers about this in detail. So I should have thought of this when I was 21, but for payback, I should never have to buy a beer if I'm out with you or you. And so Carolyn, go get me a beer, please. Yeah. I should have thought of it anyway. But so I was, and this is the other thing too. So the abbreviation of cystic fibrosis is CF, right? So you got Claire Fahey, Carolyn Fahey, and Kathy Fahey. Which I think is great. So their initials are CF and CF. I just want to throw that out there. I'm glad you laughed. But anyways, so I was very blessed to not grow anything at a young age, and not to be hospitalized at a young age. Mom had enough on her plate. But being active, my coach making us play street hockey, whether you liked it or not. Kevin Campbell, Brian Campbell, rode our bikes. Someone's calling me. I think it's Santa Claus. Why is there an alarm going off? Okay, but anyways. Speech is over. Brian Campbell, remember your BMX bike, the blue one with the yellow clutch?
I do remember that.
Dynamite. So we used to ride our bikes everywhere, and that was very, blessing in disguise, staying very active. So I played hockey and lacrosse in high school and ran the marathon when I was 22. So active was the key. But then after I married Juliana, got lazy. Like any chronic disease, this chronic disease thing sucks. It started to develop Pseudomonas, and I started getting infections, and then, it all went to, hospitalization. So then the reality of cystic fibrosis set in, and I clean out some 3-week stay usually, and so I want to thank God for, this is great stuff. I want to thank God for the graces He's bestowed on my family and myself. It's always been a big thing for me too. The power of prayer. I got a church lady for a wife. I don't know if you know that. I got a future saint in the mother Louise, right? So the prayer line was always open. and JC and the boys always took care of me, so I want to give a shout out to that. So I went to CF camp, which was like band camp, but like everyone had cystic fibrosis. And these kids were great, you know, we had so much in common, 9, 10, 11, before they shut us down, because you shouldn't be hanging out with kids that have like CF. But so from what I understand, I'm like the last one standing, so it really humbles you to realize that you're still here, and a lot of these kids aren't. So, real quick, I know I'm babbling, but I tend to babble, as everyone knows. Missy Sullivan, I don't know if anyone remembers Missy. Sorry, but you know, we went to kindergarten together, right? So we'd be on the bus, 6 or 7 years old, and we'd make fun of cystic fibrosis, you know, which was the thing to do. That's what you do as a kid. So, and you know, at that time, it was like 12 years old, maybe 15 years old, life expectancy. We knew we were going to live to be old. So she's always been a motivator for me. Sue Lawson, she's in here. She remembers Missy very well. She, you know, died at 32, and so I think of her very often. She's always been my motivator. So let's hear it from Missy Sullivan. God bless Missy Sullivan. So you know, it takes a village, like I said earlier, and you need backup in life. So you know, for everyone to be here, it's just a blessing. And I want to thank 3 people. Of course, my son John. You know. So being one of 7 kids, I figured I'd have this huge family, right? And then the doctor's like, "No, you can't have kids." I'm like, "What? That wasn't the plan." You know what I'm saying? I'm Irish Catholic. I'm supposed to have 9. And so they were like, "You got to adopt," and we adopted this kid right here. Come on. That's right. And he's been a blessing for all of us. So he's been a great guy. And then the lady in the yellow shirt there, Louise Fay. Let's hear it for Louise. Has done so much with so little, right? And raised all 7 of us as best she could. Never complained, always went without. Who loves Louise? Raise their hand. You know what I'm saying? All right, and then, of course, Julianne. I'm telling you. All right. I don't give her enough credit. I know. I'm a grumpy old man. But you know, through the hospitalizations and you know, and I stalked her for 10 years. I think everyone remembers that. You know? And she finally, I weighed her down. She finally said yes. But you know, we went through a lot, and we've been together for almost 30 years, but married for almost 25. And she, yeah, whether she likes it or not, she's my wife. So we love her, right? Let's hear it for Julianne. So if everyone's got a drink, I'd like to do a toast real quick. And I thought I did pretty good with not crying. I thought I'd cry a lot more, but this is great. So everybody, it's not the years in the life, it's the life in the years.
Yes, absolutely.
And you're going to be dead a lot longer than you're alive, so let's all drink up. Thank you very much. Let's have a good time. Thank you.